if you watch the Cajun Cardboard channel, I want you to consider using the PWCC Marketplace. It's a great place to buy sports cards, and you can even support the channel through my affiliate link, which is conveniently located in the YouTube description to this very video you're about to watch. Pause the video, get into the YouTube description, look in the top right of the channel, and you're going to see a link to PWCC. Save that link in your browser, and now you are able to buy sports cards on the PWCC Marketplace just like I do, and at the same time support the Cajun Cardboard channel. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. It is Monday, October 9th. We are going to recap only the top 48 cards, and I'll explain in a second, from the PWCC Weekly Auction number 90. Let's not waste too much time. This was an incredibly long weekend, the longest weekend of my life, so I'm cutting this short, and I am talking faster than normal, if that's even something that's possible. I spent the entire weekend in Connecticut. I ended up driving back instead of flying back after going up there to purchase a massive raw sports card collection, 100% basketball, 100% 80s and 90s, and consisting in great quantity of Michael Jordan cards. So stay tuned to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. There is going to be a multi-part video series over the next 90 days talking about this, the biggest acquisition in my hobby career, quite possibly, and it was a privilege and an honor to purchase it because it's an incredible raw collection, and the Jordan aspect of it is something that makes me tingly and excited. So I will focus on that in the near future. Let's talk about these cards that sold last night. If you want to buy on the PWCC Weekly Auction, use the Cajun Cardboard affiliate link. It's in the YouTube description. If you want to sell, it's real easy. Use the Cajun Cardboard promotional code, which is Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N. Everything you buy or sell on PWCC weekly or premier auctions, a little piece of the PWCC money comes to support the channel that you guys come to know and love and get great consistency from. But let's get going here. I've got screen share here. Card number 48 is this badass 2005 SP game used on-card autograph Magic and Kareem. It is a pop one, only one higher, 2,160, a raw NBA certified. I didn't look closely at it. Depends on, obviously, the heat map. And again, when Mike Baker gives a certified authentic label to the raw cards that are being sold in these PWCC auctions, you can go into the card and get very detailed and look at heat maps showing you potential pitfalls of the card or grading concerns, surface, corners, edges, centering, etc. 2,190 for this raw 96, 97 Topps Chrome Jordan refractor. The coloring, however, looks amazing on it, and it looks better than Alonzo Mourning's chances of blocking this wraparound left-handed layup. The Crown Royale Silhouettes Premium, this is serial number to only 11. John Morant, these cards are miserable to grade. Even in this tiny little picture, I can tell the bottom left and top right have significantly whitening on the corner. They're just impossible to grade. I don't collect Crown Royale, but every time I look at one, the cards are thick and the corners always seem to have issues, and the edges as well, oftentimes. 2,220. A Kobe Bryant autograph, 2,220. A Tyrese Maxey rookie lucky envelopes, or envelopes, depending on what part of the world you're from. This is serial numbered to only 9. It is a pop 1. It is a PSA 10, which makes it the best in the world, and it sold for 2,520. Look for a big bounce back year from Tyrese Maxey, especially if Fatty James Harden gets traded, as many of us expect he will at some point. 2020. Flawless. One of the happiest men in the world is Devin Vassell, who got paid about $100 million more than he deserves. $150 million contract, if I recall, something close in those numbers, with the Spurs. I guess they are planning Devin Vassell and Wembanyama to be the foundational pieces of the Spurs, which is really odd to me. It seems like they should have just paid DeJounte Murray because he's a lot better than Devin Vassell. This is a 1/1, and it's a PSA 10, which obviously is a nice little feather in the cap of all the one-on-one collectors. 2,520 for this Vassell rookie card. Kobe Chrome base 9.5 does 2640. Kobe Select on-card autograph does 2760. The first Anthony Edwards of this recap is the 2020 Flawless, serial numbered to 15, BGS 9.5. It's a pop 1, none higher. This is a big-time card. It's an on-card autograph, no patches or anything, just a clean auto, 2,880. A really good looking card. I'm not sure why it's all red and blue. I'm sure you can flip it over on the back and figure it out. I am assuming it's sort of an all-star game uniform from Magic Johnson, but this is the 2004 second-year exquisite quad Magic patch, serial number to only 3, BGS 9. That is a cool looking card. I'm not sure I love the yellow mixing with the red and the blue, but it is 2,880. A Jordan PSA 9 sticker does 3,120, which is right about what you would expect. Trust me, I'm not going to pull up the card ladder graph, but I am going to pull up the card ladder graph on this first card. The 1998 Skybox Premium 3Ds, a card that's prominently featured in the MJ Hierarchy project that I put together, and you can find on the channel under the playlist Cajun Cardboards MJ Hierarchy. This PSA 9 Skybox Premium 3Ds, which is miserable pack odds, sold for $3,240. If we look at the last 1 year, we got 3 data points, people, and check out what this card's done just since November of 2022. So that is less than a year, about 11 months, really about 10 months. 2150, 2808 is a big jump, and then all the way to 3240 last night on the PWCC weekly auction number 90. It's only a pop 42, and as you can see, the card's rare. It's only been graded around 300 times. Who knows how many of those are crack and resubs? That's the question that we always have for these rare Jordan 90s inserts, but that's a 50.67% rate of growth just over the last year, which again is only 3 data points, so tread carefully. And the next card we're going to look up, which I forgot to look up, is the Take It to .net. I actually forgot to look it up, so we're going to look it up right now. Take it. There we go. Let's just hit that, and let's get in here, and let's get to the PSA 9, and there you go. So another nice steady increase there. 3,000 was the last sale. This one jumped all the way to 3,240. Guess what? That is the highest price of the last 10 sales over the last full year. The card has not sold for higher than 3,240 over the last year. If we look at 2 years, yeah, the card was way up at 6,417. So there's a Jordan card that sort of found the floor and looks to be moving northward again. We'll see where the next one ends up, but this card was pretty steady depending on the condition and the age of the PSA label, if I had to guess. This one last night tops the charts, the highest one in the last 10. Remember, those cards are serial numbered to 1,000, so one of the more attainable MJ serial numbered cards from the 90s, not including all the 98 and 99 upper decks where they went nuts and printed a bazillion of those. Kobe Bryant marks a distinction, 9.510 for the autograph. SGC does 3,600. Oscar Robertson's PSA 7 does 3,600. I looked it up on Card Ladder. That's about what you would expect. No surprises there. The only card that I bid on, and the reason is because I was dropping 6 figures on a collection in Connecticut. Yes, I handed a man over $100,000 for a raw card collection and took a lot of risk, but created a lot of content in the process. You guys are not going to believe the next 90 days on this channel and how amazing they are going to be. It's going to be a buy raw, grade, flip, / add to your PC collector's dream the next 90 days. So stay tuned. You do not want to miss these videos. I'll create a whole separate playlist for this collection. I haven't figured out what I'm going to name it, but I'm going to think of something very catchy. This was the biggest acquisition of my life, and it's going to make for some great stuff. The 94 Finest Refractor, 331, PSA 10 here, no coating the way God intended it, did 3720. It's a pop 41. I lost. I'm the big loser here. The card went for 3,800 last time. It went for 3,720 this time. Conservative, hesitant, gun-shy Cajun could not get the job done, so the card sold for almost exactly what we suspected. Again, that's 38% down, so not all Jordan cards are running here, right? If we want to look at the card with coating, I'm not sure why, but somebody explain this to me. Without coating, pop 41, better looking, just my personal opinion. 3720 with coating, that's the base. Refractor with coating, over 3 times the pop, selling for 4,700. Makes no sense to me. It seems like it's easier to grade the card. It's got a higher gem rate with coating than without, and it's selling for more. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand it. Jordan All-Star, we got to look this one up. This is the 1988 Fleer All-Star. These are miserable to grade. This is a old PSA label, PSA 10, one of Jordan's best poses on any Jordan card ever from 1988. This card sells last night for $3,720. Obviously, we see 3,935, which means another one sold. So the PWCC card sold for $37.20. One of them on eBay sold last night as well for $400 more, over $400 more, $430 more. You average those two together and you get the number. 4150 is a huge number. That's a really big number. So pushing over the 4,000 mark. It's a pop 377, which seems really high, but when you look at the gem rate, not so high, right? When you consider it's been graded almost 18,000 times, and there are 377 PSA 10s and only a handful of 9.5s. It's a 2% gem rate for BGS and for PSA, so really, really condition sensitive, not so rare card. Triple auto, Magic Bird, 4320. Giannis horizontal, flawless, patch auto, serial number to 25 from 2015, so that's third year Giannis, 4,440 for that PSA 10 pop 2. A flawless USA Kobe on card, serial number to 10, does 4680. Kobe auto's been running lately. Had to look up my guy Dame Lillard. I meant to ask, I've been too busy lately. I've been meaning to ask my Lillard collector friends, have his cards been running? Have they been moving up now that he's on the Bucks and it's a guarantee they're going to win the title? I'm just kidding, wink wink. I'm a Bucks fan. I hope they win the title, but it's not a guarantee by any stretch. This sort of, I don't want to say a lame patch, but it doesn't really resonate the way the prior patches have. If you look at these little thumbnail images, you can see the other patches, generally speaking, look better. This one sold for $360 less than the last sale, but $600 more than the sale before that in August, which I think is a better looking patch. So $4,800, I guess, is about what we expected. It does not look like that particular Damian Lillard card is running. Remember, 2012 National Treasures Dame Lillard rookie patch auto, serial number to 99. And again, this is a mixed gem copy. Mixed gem, I have a video on this, is a term that I use, and I don't know if anybody else uses it, to describe a card that's a 9.5 BGS, but it's got 1.9 and 1.10, and that's what this one has. Those are sticker autos, is what I was getting at. It's important to remember that these 2012 National Treasures cards are sticker autos, not on-card autos. Let me know in the comments how much more these Damian Lillard 9.5s would be worth than 4,800, 5,000, 5,500, whatever. How much more would they be worth if they were on card? I know sticker autos turn a lot of people off. 2003 Exquisite Collection. Remember, every card in Exquisite is numbered. This is the base card, so it's just a base patch auto, serial number to 25, and this card is sold for $4,800. This is the, I shouldn't say it's a base card because there's a base that's not an autograph or a patch, if I recall. This is the patch. It's serial number 25. $4,800 for that one. Another triple auto, Magic Bird, $4,800. A Kobe, this is the serial number to 61, $4,920. If this was Jordan, it would have been a hell of a lot more than that. NBA certified, so it's raw. Good luck to the buyer on that one, going and grading that one. I hope you do well. Again, serial number to 61. It's the one disparaging photo where Jordan's in the Ghosts. You know, Jordan's the Ghost player in the background, along with Eddie Jones, who probably belonged on the bench once Kobe hit his prime. But Jordan's right there getting yammed on, or we think maybe Kobe misses a layup. Who knows? I like to think he's going to miss this layup because Jordan tipped it on the way up. Luminous. This is a card we need to look up in Card Ladder because this one did numbers. Hard to get a good photo of this. This is not one. PWCC, I usually commend them on great photos. This one's terrible. This is a much better looking card than this. Trust me, I know, because I had 3 of these in the raw collection that I just picked up, which, cross your fingers, I'm sending them to my buddy Nat, and we're going to see how PSA treats me on those. But this Luminous, and I did a video on these recently, Luminous, Luminescent, Illuminator. It's confusing. There's a T1B, there's a T9B. This is the T9B Luminous. 5,040. It's a pop 9 and PSA 10. 5,040 is a huge number. Here we go. The last 2 sold for $21.66 and $22.80. So that is a massive, massive increase, more than double. So that's a good sign for the people that are huge fans and huge hype beasts for this these triumvirate cards, right? This is the LeBron 2003 SPX, serial number to 750, autograph, BGS 9, 10 for the auto, does 5160. An Allen Iverson parallel from 2004 Exquisite does 5280. The Kevin Garnett PSA 9, 10 for the autograph, limited logos, original 2003 Exquisite Collection. This is a great card. I want to look it up. Here's the deal. It's a pop 3, none graded higher. There are 3 in the PSA 9 with the 10 auto. 5280 is what this one sold for. But watch this. Okay, here it is for 5280. The card before it was a significantly better looking patch that sold for 4,500. If we scroll down, ignore this one, that's not our card. The same card right here, the same grade with a crazy patch, and here I'll just show it to you. That's a crazy, that's about as good as patches get. I'm sorry, that is a great looking card right there. I don't collect KG, but if I did, that'd be one. Sold for $20,000. So if you want to know the difference a patch can make, there's the same card with an amazing patch, and this patch is nothing to sneeze at. It just doesn't resonate like the other one does with all of the different angles, but significantly different card, 1/4 of the value. But this exact card sold again right here. This card sold for $10,250 in the year 2020. Here it is today, selling for right at half. Okay, so that card's about a half price discount just for those KG collectors out there. I don't give enough love to KG and some of these other great guys from the 90s that I know people collect, and I wish more people collected. I'm talking about the KGs, I'm talking about the Duncans, the Ray Allens, the Iversons, and I know it's starting to gain some traction, but these guys were special, man. These guys are historically amazing, and I think there is a place out there for people who can't quite afford the Jordan stuff to jump in and get some of these other top 50 all-time type players like Iverson and Duncan, who's top 10 player in KG and guys like that. We got Paolo Banchero sneaking into the top 50 with this tiger stripe, but it doesn't even look like tiger stripes. The tiger stripes seem to be going in different directions now, so it seems like a variation of a tiger stripe. $5,520 for this PSA 10. That seems like a lot of money. Kobe autograph PSA 10 2008 Upper Deck Premier does $55.20. This was a shocking sale to me. Let me know what you guys think, you Jordan collectors, you fellow Jordan collectors out there. I own a copy of this card in the PSA 10. I looked at the card based on the zooms, and I looked at the corners, edges. It looked freaking good. It looked like a good PSA 10. It is an old label. For those of you who care about old and new labels, I just look at the card. $58.80. It's a pop 45. This is, of course, Jordan, one of his earliest best inserts from 93, the power and the key. We talk about this. We talk about the Bean Team. We talk about the Total D. We talk about the team leaders. We talk about the famous nicknames. We talk about those 92 and 93 inserts, which are so badass and so cool. Just before all hell broke loose with the technology and the great insert that would come later in the 97, 98 year. $5,880 for this power and the key. I've got it pulled up somewhere. There it is. Huge drop off. Huge. The lowest sale of the last 9 over the last 1 year. The card last sold not long ago. Damn, 1 month ago for $9,225, and then it sold last night for $5,880. That is a drastic drop off. I say massive congrats to the buyer on that. That card's definitely worth more than $58.80. If I missed something on this card, let me know. I spent a grand total of 12 seconds looking at it because I'm trying to get through this video and move on to the next. But let me know what I missed. That's a huge drop off for a Jordan insert that's not exactly high pop and that everybody cares about. Tyrese Halliburton, horizontal patch autograph 2020 rookie. This is the gold parallel. It's on card. It's a great looking patch despite the fact that it's a minuscule patch window. $6,300 for that Tyrese Halliburton. The pink Pulsar Doncic, serial number to only 42, does $6,300. A Kobe Immaculate Patch Auto does $6,300. Look at this Olajuwon PSA 10 1986 Fleer that sells for $6,300. I've got it pulled up. Monstrous jump. What's up with this one? Somebody tell me. The highest of the last 29 sales. What a great sale here for 86 Fleer collectors and for Olajuwon super collectors. The last one sold for the third consecutive downward sale right here of $48.50 about 8 days ago, and this one jumps all the way up to $6,300. Let's see if that gets paid. It's a pop 346 for a PSA 10. Remember, there's a lot of Hall of Famers in that 86 Fleer set. Trust me, I know. I used to own the set in PSA 10, and now sad face emoji, I do not. But this Olajuwon, I feel, is historically undervalued. If we look at the all-time, remember, this card once sold for 25,000 American dollars. Wow, that's crazy to think about. I feel bad for that person. PSA 8 Jordan does $6,600. A PWCC 7.5 Kareem sticker with an A PWCC sticker does $7,200. I don't even need to look. I know that's a good sale. A flawless gold parallel, the same Tyrese Halliburton we just saw right here. No, this is different. Is this the same? No, it's the same card. 2020 rookie card. Halliburton 9.5 does $6,300. LaMelo Ball 9.5 does $7,500. Interesting. Let me know what your thoughts are on Tyrese Halliburton Halliburton versus LaMelo Ball right this second as an investment. A lot of people think Indiana is going to surprise people this year. We'll see. They got a whole bunch of wings and a bunch of guys that do the exact same thing, and then they've got this just master manipulator, this master high usage rate puppeteer, Tyrese Halliburton, who looks to be a future star. And a patch autograph Curry. I can't believe I've only said that once so far. Usually there's 40 of these in every single auction. 7,500 high voltage Jordan. So we looked at the Skybox Premium. I'm sorry, the power in the key, the ultra power in the key, PSA 10, which went significantly down from the last sale. Let's see what the 97 Hoops high voltage PSA 10 does. It's a pop 18, so a much lower pop, 8,400 for this high voltage. I think that's a drop as well. It was, and so the card looked like it was running here at $11,710 in August. So about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. Then it dropped to 9,600. So from 11,000 to 9,600 all the way back down to 8,400. I almost am sad that I missed it, but I think I own the card at 9.5. And so you guys know how I collect. I'm not looking to pay that massive spike from a 9.5, even though the card's gone down significantly. Like if we look at the 9.5, watch, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's 2,650. It's a pop 39. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, give me 3 9.5s instead of 1 PSA 10. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. I love it, and I grade my cards with PSA, and I'll continue to as long as there's this crazy premium. But as a collector and as somebody who's just trying to accumulate Jordan cards and put a collection and curate a Michael Jordan collection from the 90s, damn, it's hard to pass on minimum gem BGS 9.5s when they're 1/3, 1/4, 1/8 sometimes of the price of a PSA 10. Go figure. PSA 7 Wilt 1961 rookie card. I did look it up. Okay, so this card jumps a little bit. 10,330. Is that what it sold for? No, 9,300. So we know what that means. That means that something else sold that same time. 9,300 last night on PWCC. Another version with an NBA sticker. Maybe a better looking copy, a better centered copy. We can always look. Sold for 11,355. So again, with vintage, more than any other era of cards, buy the card, not the grade. It matters a lot. Here's a set, and it's not a full set. It says complete set, but it really shouldn't, to be quite honest with you, because the complete set is 143, not 132. The stickers were not included, so only the 132. There are a couple of 8.5s in there, but Jordan's not one of them. Jordan's an 8. Again, if you're ever going to buy a complete set of 86 Fleer, number one, don't use the word complete unless you have the stickers. But if you're going to buy 86 Fleer in any way, shape, or form, a set, look at the Jordans very, very closely. And again, I go back to this collection I just bought. I, off screen over here, have a complete raw set with 2 Jordans and all the stickers built in that I'm going to do some content on really soon. 10,800 for this PSA 8 set. Again, remember, it doesn't include the stickers, which I think usually pushes it to around the 15,000 mark. I'm not sure. I haven't looked recently. Limited logos, second year, Kobe, BGS 9, 10 for the autograph, does 14,400. John Morant, 2019 Flawless Vertical on card, does $15,000. I wanted to shed some light on this because I'm kind of curious. I don't own any John Morant cards. I actually bought in, cashed out, and did really, really well. Again, not to, humble brag or beat my chest, but I got out before the hobby kind of reset, and I got out before, obviously, he started brandishing weapons on Instagram Live. But this one is serial number to 25 on card. Patch auto does 15,000. I think I got this bad boy pulled up. Yeah, I do. Okay, so there's the card. It does 15,000. The card, the exact same card, last sold for 16,800 in January. So I suspected the card would go way down from that sale. But if we keep going, we can find the exact same card again, sold on the PWCC Premier Auction in August of 2022. So 14 months ago for a whopping $34,800. And so that is kind of the drop I was looking for, down about 60% from its all-time high. A Jordan PSA 9 does 15,000. I think that's kind of par for the course, again, depending on the particular PSA 9 Jordan. And then a very rare on-card, the Gatorade Star from 1985, 7.5 for the card, which is a really high grade for star cards, and then an 8 for the autograph. Does 15,600. Remember, Jordan has to hold this card in his hand, and you've got to retain the best grade you can get. I say 7.5 is a super high grade. it's a little bit lower than average grade, but considering the fact that you got to hand it to a guy who might or might not have been sweating and just played a game or might not give a damn about your card, and he's got to hold it and sign it, it's nice. 7.5 with an 8 for the autograph. Autograph looks better than that, but maybe the Sharpie was a little bleeding out. 15,600. Again, I don't know shit about autographs, so it is what it is. I just wanted to show it and move it along. And then, unbelievably, shockingly, illogically, for the 4th week in a row, and again, Kobe collectors already hate me if they watch my channel because, again, while I respect Kobe and he is a top 10 player of all time, no question about it, he's just not Jordan, and I just don't collect him. But for the 4th week in a row, Kobe Bryant wins the PWCC weekly auction. So this is unprecedented. It's a 4-week winning streak where Kobe is the top card. And this one is a $17,400 2015 Panini Flawless PSA 9 for the autograph. And again, to be fair and objective, it is an amazing looking card. Kobe Bryant, triple, 1, 2, 3, 4 breaks on the left, a big patch on the right, 3-color, 2-color, dual patch, autograph, serial number to 25, pop 1, only 1 graded higher, 17,400. So that's it, guys. That is your PWCC weekly auction number 90. I'm sorry I couldn't do all 96 cards. I needed to talk fast and do the top 48 and move on. I've got too much stuff to do. I just brought back 50,000 cards from Connecticut. I'm not exaggerating. I have boxes upon boxes upon boxes, and Mrs. Cajun will kill me if I don't get these things out of the house, curated, cleaned up, prepped, sent off to PSA, and get this thing going. I've got content upon content upon content. The next 90 days will consist significantly of me figuring out a way to, here's an awesome word, synthesize these 50,000 cards into my collection. Some will be kept raw in boxes and put in a closet, and I probably won't look at them again. Some will be cleaned off and sent to PSA and sold, hopefully for some profit. Most actually, will be cleaned off, sent to PSA. I'll get 10s on everything. No, I will not get any 10s because these are 90s and 80s Jordan cards and others, not just Jordan. There was maybe 70 or 80 Kobe rookies in the collection. I mean, it's a serious collection. Again, the biggest acquisition and the most expensive raw card acquisition of my entire hobby career, and I'm 49 years old, for God's sakes. So lots of content, me curating these, sending these off. A lot of it is going to really be incorporated into my personal collection, specifically the Jordan stuff. As you know, I've sort of funneled into Jordan. So anyway, it was Kobe, Jordan, as far as our top 10 goes. Kobe, Jordan, Ja Morant somehow, Kobe, 86 Fleer set, Wilt, Jordan, Steph Curry, and then LaMelo Ball sneaks in at number 10. That was the PWCC weekly auction recap. Again, if you want to support the channel, there's 4 ways to do it. Go into my YouTube description, scroll in, hit the About button, go down to the bottom, help me out any way you can. I don't have subscription fees. I don't do Patreon. I don't take the YouTube money. So I'm trying to create consistent content that focuses on cards, not hobby bullshit, not hobby drama, not opening new card shops in Atlanta, not any of that bullshit. It's cards, the prices of cards, the condition of cards, buying cards, selling cards. How about this? Just collecting the freaking cards and growing your collection, because that's kind of what we're here to do. There is a profit aspect to it, and that does fascinate me. But hopefully, for the most part, you're going to hear me talking about cards and occasionally mentioning my sponsors, which is PWCC and the great homage.com apparel manufacturing company that I am also a proud affiliate sponsor of. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I hope y'all have a fantastic week. It is Columbus Day. So celebrate however people are supposed to celebrate Columbus Day. I'm not sure. It's a day off of real work for me, but it's a full day of hobby work now that I am back in the great state of Louisiana. So more content to come. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon for notifications. Have a great week. Thanks for collecting. Stay positive in the hobby, and peace.